Okay, so for this video, I haven't picked the title yet. I definitely do have a concept, so I guess by time I post this and everything like that, you'll be able to see what the title of this video is about. But pretty much, I just wanted to talk about, what do I want to talk about? But no, it's more so a concept of like, trying to see what would life be like without social media, what would life be like without the news and everything like that, without external forces telling us what's going on in the world, you know. And I literally got this epiphany while driving, because I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the scenery and it's looking really beautiful. It's a beautiful day, sun is shining, sky is blue, etc. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know, if everything that they say is true that's going on in the world, where black people are getting killed, kidnapped, lynched, everything, you know, craziness with the pandemic and everything, like, if all of that was true, right, why is it that, okay, I'm not going to come from that approach because I might get attacked, but I just want to say, imagine if those things weren't true, and imagine if no one told us about what's going on in the world around us. How would our life be? And how will we be able to process what's going on in our life, you know? Because I'm sitting there, like I said, the scenery was beautiful and everything was beautiful and I was in a great mood. And then just the thought of, you know, all that they're doing in the world, it didn't make me completely sad, because I was ready to just be in my flow. But it's just like, damn, that's really going on. But I'm just like, yo, what if we didn't think about what's going on in the world? Like, what if we just focused on the world right in front of us and making that something that we like to, you know, be in and to explore or whatever, you know? And I'm not saying this from a very naive standpoint, because I know everyone's reality isn't the same. And when you step out your front door, it's probably not, you know, you're not probably greeted with something pleasant. But definitely, I would say, like, in being able to understand how we can cultivate a life, like I said, the whole purpose of this channel, I would say, is to, like, cultivate a life, a beautiful life that we love to, you know, that we love doing things that we love to do, and even though chaos is around us, you know, so how can we create those lives for ourselves? And I was just thinking, like, yo, what if I just not to say forget about what's going on in the world, but why don't I just focus on the issues and problems that I see in my, you know, in front of my face? Because I literally been taking a social media break because it's been getting too heavy, and I'm just like, yo, there's certain problems right here in my house, you know, that I can deal with, instead of thinking that sitting on my phone is going to attack the issue with what's going on in America, you know. And who said it? Tupac? He said that, you know, be the change that you want to see in this world. And it's like, yo, how can we do that? And we do that by changing ourselves, you feel me? And it's like, how can we address, and this goes down to the Bible. I don't care if you don't read the Bible, but it's like, you can't have a whole, I have to see you, pause, because I'm getting excited. Somewhere in the Bible, God tells you about how, like, you know, I can't give you a whole bunch if you don't know how to deal with this little. You feel me? Learn how to deal with this little, and then I can deal with the whole bunch. Then you'll be able to know how to deal with the whole bunch, because I've seen you've been able to take care of what you have little by little along the way. And that goes to, you know, I'm using that example because it's like, when it comes to the problems and issues that we have in this world, it's, I won't say impossible, but it's very hard to be able to attack the big issues that's going on in this world right here, where we're trying to abolish police and we're trying to do this and we're trying to do that. Yes, the revolution, I saw somewhere on Twitter, it said something about how, you know, the revolution takes a long time. So it's like, yes, we want these things to be abolished, and yes, cool, that's the goal. But it takes little by little to get to these steps. So it's like, where is step one? Step one is facing ourselves. Step one is facing our reality. Step one is making the change that we need to in our current reality, what we see with our eyes as we wake up, not on these phones, but when we step out our front door. Like, that's what we really need to face. And those are the things, the first steps, I would say, we should, you know, take into account about what it is we need to change. You know, because like I said, for me, in my lifestyle, I wake up, I look out the window, it's a beautiful view. I have nice, beautiful windows with great sunlight. You know, I live a very beautiful life. And I'm sorry if some people don't. But I'm just saying, I live a very beautiful life. And it's like, it's like I'm robbing myself of the peace and the joy that I have in my life by looking at what is going on in the world. And you can say that's escapism, but like I said, you gotta, well, I didn't say this before, but it's like, I feel like I need to cope with what I have. And the way that I've created a beautiful life in the midst of chaos is not necessarily forgetting what's going on in the world, but just focusing on my main world. And that's what's going to allow us to see joy. That's what's going to allow us to see happiness, because it's like, yo, you know, I used to think about it. I'm like, God, why am I not happy? And this and this and that. Like, I manifested the things I want. I'm having, you know, I have the beautiful life that I want. What is the issue? And I would definitely say not all, you know, it's not the main issue, but one of the issues is because I keep focusing on things that's making me upset, or focusing on a reality that I can't fix the issues with. And it's like, again, there's a scripture, Serenity Prayer, like, accept the things that you can't change. And, you know, take control of what you can control. And if you can't take control of it, let it go. And I feel like that's well, I mean, obviously that's a good way for me to take on my life. But, you know, if that can change your perspective on how to pretty much try to find the satisfaction in each day, then hey, please use it, because, you know, we want happiness, we want joy. And even though, like, there will continue, like I said, there will continue to be wars, there will continue to be animosity, strife, sadness, and everything like that. So it's like, how can we balance out the two? Now, I would say for me, you know, understanding, I feel like my balance is understanding that yes, these things are going on and these things are happening, but on this scale, on this other side of the scale, this is my life and this is how I want to live it, and I have to continue doing the things that I love to do in order for it to be joyful and happy and everything like that. So it's like, yes, I acknowledge bad things are happening, but for my life, in the midst, while two things are concurrently going on, I have to find the joy. I have to do the things I love, because if I stay on this side and focus on the thing, hello, the scales are not balanced. You feel me? We can't only focus on the negative. We can't only focus on the bad things that's happening. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Should I recap? Recap. Social media is filling up our minds with a lot of fear. You know, the news is filling us up with a lot of fear as well. I don't watch the news, but many people who do. It's filling you up with fear, and it's showing you exactly what's going on in the world. I mean, not exactly what's going on, but it's showing you a lot of discord that's going on. And I feel as though if we were to slow down and not necessarily, like, take a break from the social media and take a break from our phones and be able to face the realities that we have right in front of us, I feel as though it will make us be able to tackle life a little bit easier and put a little bit of stress, take a little bit of stress off our back when, you know, when we're facing life, so that we can just, you know, focus on the stressors that are happening to us in our immediate environment, rather than trying to tackle the big world issues that's happening in society. And yeah, I feel as though, you know, once you sit there and you're facing the issues and making the changes you need to in your current life, then it'd be so much easier to create the joy it is that you want, create the happiness, because you're making active steps that are more feasible, you know. And that was my cap. What is it? A cap? No, I meant like, what the fuck did I mean? I gotta go. Bye.